managing healthy glucose levels. So again, just like I said, such an important part of your health. For me, it's kind of one of those aha moments. I've had my own health issues, but this has been one where it's like I see those changes in me in sleep and how I feel that correlate to my blood sugar levels. So Sisel, we've got our glucominish, like I said, one of my favorite products right now, cinnamon flavor, assists also your weight loss goals, but it's not just for weight loss, it's just your overall health. Now, I know a lot of people on here are doing the weight loss, and a lot of people love the weight loss, but I'm telling you, it's just a great product for your health. Stay in control. I'll let you guys read most of this if you want the slides after. Stay in control of your cravings, maintain your steady energy levels, leaner, healthier you, but so much more. So what is glucose? A simple sugar, that serves as your body's primary energy source. And of course, then your glucose, carbohydrates, proteins. It's not just sugar. As I know all of you guys on here already know this. Carbohydrates is one of your biggest glucose. What is that? Additives that come into your system. So what is insulin? So insulin is where body working of that, which I think I do right now. I don't have any of the ups and downs like Milo had, which took him to the doctor, but still it doesn't matter. You still have to watch that. So a hormone is produced by the pancreas. The role is regulating your blood sugar levels by helping glucose enter your cells. And that's what you want for a healthy body, right? The importance of blood sugar balance. It regulates your matters because it affects your energy levels, mood, long-term health. Effects on energy, mood. A negative impact on energy and mood can significantly affect long-term health. But more important to me, energy, okay, have to say, and I know all of you are going to probably agree with this, we kind of discount how much energy is a vital part of our day. And when you don't have it, the rest of your day really doesn't matter. And anything else, if you're lagging or you're struggling and your energy's down, it really can be as important as chronic diseases that we're going to talk about with this, just like it says here, heart disease, diabetes, and depression. So I had to go to the doctor recently, and he suggested putting me on a medicine. And he said, it's going to make you a little bit tired. And I said, yeah, I don't want that. And I've got some products I'm going to take. And he said, well, there's worse things than being tired. Well, okay, but if I can manage my health issues and not be it, being tired to me is just something that each day I see people struggle with on medicines. I have a sister-in-law, and I hate to say it, but she will not take any products that I've talked to her about. She goes to the doctor and she's on quite a few medicines. She's got some serious health issues, but we all know the Triangle and other products that would do so much for her. She just doesn't, listen to that kind of just to get the energy to get out of bed, make some stuff for her kids. And it's really sad. I wish she would kind of give this a shot. But the sad thing is her medicine that she gets from her doctors is going to keep her in that mode for years to come because she's been there for years. So effects on energy, mood, like I say, it significantly affects that. And it also increases your risk of chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, and depression. Anybody who has heart disease, just letting you know, I sympathize. I had to go, like I said, to the doctor and have a test. And while I was at the cardio desk and I was making an appointment, some guy walked up to me and he was just heaving. He was just, and I kind of stepped aside and gave him some room. And the nurse said, take your time, take your time. And he says, I've got an appointment. He says, I'm really sorry, I've got heart problems. I'm like, you're fine. But he just sat there heaving. And he said, I'm sorry, I hate my heart. This is what it does. Honestly, if you do not take control of your health, and I've learned that with my lungs, early on, it will develop into something that literally you cannot manage without having a significant drop in quality of your life. It just is the way it is. And I saw that with my dad. I know he got on our calls and he talked about his lungs, but the same thing. And he was doing everything he could for it. He was doing so much better, but you don't want to let it get to that point. Connection to diabetes and metabolic health, metabolic syndrome, and being overweight and obese are linked to type 2 diabetes. And we all know that if you do lose many medicines that your doctor has got you on. So I love this product for that. Understanding glucose and insulin. Glucose, I know many of you already know this. When it enters your body through food, it's broken down into simple sugar molecules and absorbed into your bloodstream. The role of insulin in regulating your blood sugar, it plays a crucial role by facilitating the movement of glucose through your bloodstream into your cells. That's in a healthy person. Your impact of insulin resistance. Insulin resistance can lead to serious health conditions, including type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and liver disease. It can also cause weight gain, mood disorders, and other things like we talked about. So regulating that, if you have a healthy body, is super important. And if you don't, getting on some of these products and getting yourself to a point where you don't have to be on medicine, hopefully, is the goal to me. Signs of imbalanced blood sugar, high glucose symptoms. I know he woke up every morning and he said that he couldn't, his eyes were super blurry. I know that's another issue for a lot of people. So low glucose symptoms, dizziness, weakness, irritability, and who wants that? Like I say, I'm talking about a lot of the issues that come with diabetes, but this product for me, I think, and everybody else, is not a product for somebody who has diabetes or even pre-diabetes. So nutrition for healthy glucose, low glycemic foods, whole grains, fibers, proteins, avoiding refined sugars and processed foods. And as we all know, remember my dad talking about this a lot, sugar is a cancer feeder. So the more sugar you have, your body just does not, it loves it, but it doesn't do well for your body. So balanced meal timing and portion control. I know that can be hard. That is for me, for sure. Exercise and regulation. Glucose regulation. Physical exercise helps you manage your blood sugar. Best types of exercise is obviously something cardio, rowing, jump rope, high intensity. That can be hard. I'm not somebody who can anymore do something high intensity. So just some weight resistance and even walking, stretching for anybody who might be in the category I'm in with my health is good as well. So lifestyle habits for glucose control. Importance of sleep and stress management. Sleep deprivation can increase stress. I'm someone who struggles with sleep deprivation. I wake up at a very early time. This is actually something that I found out can be caused by spikes in your blood sugar level. Then you go to sleep and it wakes you up hours later. So I'm kind of excited to get this regulated and see if that affects it, because I think it does. Hydration and mindful eating, staying hydrated. This is, I guess, a testimonial for me. I struggle with hydration. I just get busy and do stuff. But hydration affects me in so many ways. It's something that I've really put on as a goal this year to stay hydrated. There's so many issues with my health that fall to the wayside when I'm hydrated. So make sure you keep hydrated, avoid overeating, and of course, make healthy choices in what you eat. So monitoring and prevention, tracking your blood sugar levels. You can get a glucose monitor. Like I told you, I've got one. It's on its way here. Preventing diabetes and metabolic disorders to prevent diabetes or even pre-diabetes. Like I said, 85% of people I read this last week don't even know they're pre-diabetic. And Milo didn't when he went to the doctor. It's just interesting to kind of, keep this. He was shocked to know that he was even pre-diabetic. If 85% of people don't know they're in that range, how many of us need to make sure that we're not in that range either, and make sure that if you aren't, that you don't get there. And if you are, you take control of your diet, exercise, and anything you can take to keep you in the beginning stages of that. Okay. So key takeaways: eat balanced nutrient-rich meals, stay active, monitor your levels. So Glucominish is obviously a great product for that. But I wanted a video for Tom to get on here. And maybe that's last. But Glucominish is such a great product. Key ingredients: fig fruit extract. I think I've gone over this before. You guys can have this if you want, but all of these help glycogen synthesis, converting your sugar to energy. Ceylon cinnamon helps your glucose uptake. So all super important. Purified acacia hydrosolate is a natural low-calorie prebiotic sweetener. And I know a lot of people have questions about sweeteners, how we use them, how we choose them. And just so you know, Tom is always up on that, looking for new things, testing new things. And as you can see from how he looks, he's definitely found the products that make a big difference. Go through this quickly, guys. And of course, it's all a part of your weight loss system. But let's let him kind of talk to us about this.
Hi, this is Tom Mower Jr., CEO of Sisel International. Today, I am really excited to talk about and tell you about a brand new product, Glucominish. Now, my personal journey with weight loss started obviously many years ago in research and development, but what I'm going to talk about today started with me using that product early last spring, where I've lost over 60 pounds. And this product I'm going to talk about right now is one of 4 products that definitely changed my outlook physically and how I view weight loss and the problems that we endure with our modern diet. Let's talk about the problem for a minute. Our modern diets are often packed with refined sugars and processed carbs. In fact, we can see the trends in obesity over the decades correlate with the increases of refined sugars and carbs in our diets that didn't exist years ago. Now, with processed carbs, which can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes, now when our blood and our sugar levels rise rapidly, your pancreas is prompted to release insulin. Now, this insulin helps to remove sugar from our bloodstream and into our cells, where it can be utilized for energy or storage if we don't use it all. However, frequent blood sugar spikes can lead to an inconsistent insulin production, potentially causing reduced insulin sensitivity and even insulin resistance over time. This is one of the great reasons why we have such an epidemic of increase in obesity here in America. What's the solution? Glucominish is an innovative supplement formula designed to support healthy blood sugar levels by encouraging resistance to sudden glucose surges. Now, this allows our body to enjoy steadier energy levels, fewer cravings, and positive overall health for more efficient fat burning. Support our body's natural balance, and we feel the difference in our daily wellness. Let's talk about some of the features and benefits of this formulation. First, I put in a fig fruit extract. It contains ABA, or abscisic acid, which helps encourage glycemic and insulin response by promoting an increase in positive glycogen synthesis, which is the conversion of sugar to energy. It does it by reducing the amount of sugar that enters into the bloodstream. Second, I've added Ceylon cinnamon. It may help increase glucose uptake, the process by which cells absorb glucose by discouraging gluconeogenesis, in which the body produces glucose from non-carbohydrate sources. We don't want that. We want to maintain our lean muscle. Now, purified acacia hydrosolate is a natural, low-calorie prebiotic sweetener that is slowly absorbed. It allows it to contribute less sugar into our bloodstream and tastes great. Hemicellulase enzymes encourage the breakdown of complex sugars found in carbohydrates to facilitate their use of energy. Now remember, like all health food supplements, and dietary supplements, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The proof of the pudding is in the eating, and I'll tell you what, I feel great.
Awesome. And those of you who've seen Tom before, he and I did a tour in Australia. He's literally half the man he was. It's amazing that these products and just what they've done. Like I say, everyone I talk to, like I say, Jenny Levitt, she just said these last products have truly changed the way I feel. But we have someone on today who's new to Sisel, and Kurt sponsored her and got her on these products. And he sent me, sorry guys, he sent me a text of those products, or of her with her products and how they've affected her. And she's on the call today. Miss Wendy, can you unmute yourself? I guess we'll have to put up with Coda in the background. Tom does look great. It feels great. So, like I say, Wendy, there you are. Perfect. Hi. Did you unmute yourself?
I did.
Perfect. So I know you've had a ton of positive results on these products. So what's your experience with them? I'll mute myself and mute Coda, but just kind of let you, if you want, tell us what you took and how you feel and how it's kind of changed the way you feel.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. And welcome, everybody. So I have been taking the Sisel products for, I think it's a little over a month now. And so I'm taking the gut health probiotic, prebiotic, the digestive enzymes, and I'm taking the fucoidan. I've also started taking the glucominish. So that's only been within the last couple of weeks. But from the first day that I took the prebiotics and the probiotics, I had like a crazy result. So I have had digestive problems for the majority of my life, constipation, and it's not uncommon for women. I love to talk to people, so I've talked to lots and lots of women. This is not a common problem for women, no matter how old they are. So from the first day that I took the product, I had like the best bowel movement ever on the first day. And honestly, I did really well for like the first couple of weeks. And then I what did Kurt tell me the word was that he said something? You kind of like level off for a minute. Your body has to kind of readjust.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that kind of is what happened. So, I'm still having like no problems in that area. It might not be every day that I'm going, but so that has been amazing for me. Also, my mental health, my emotional health. That has really, it's been life-changing for me, honestly. So I've struggled with depression. I don't talk about that anymore because I don't tell myself I'm depressed. I tell a different story about that. But I was on antidepressants for 40 years of my life. I'm going to be 60 this year. So, for more than 40 years, because since I was 16 years old, actually.
Wow.
So I've been off of antidepressants for about a year and a half, and worked with an acupuncturist to help get me balanced and gave me supplements to help to get me off of those. It took me over a year to get off of the antidepressants. And I still am struggling with that. But honestly, since I've been on this product, I feel so much better. Not only physically do I feel better, I feel mentally better. My stomach is like, I don't have any more bloat. Before I looked like I was like probably 3 months pregnant, I don't have that bloat anymore. I have like energy.
What products exactly are you taking? So when you signed up, what products did you start?
So I started with 3 products. I started with the gut health probiotic and prebiotic. I started with the gut health digestive enzymes and the fucoidan. That was it. I just have been taking the glucominish for the past like maybe a week and a half or so. So it was just those 3 products, and just on those 3 products, I felt a huge difference, a huge shift, huge. So thank you. I appreciate. I really do. I'm so I'm so happy that my path crossed with Kurt's,
Mm-hmm.
and that he, I went away with him for 6 days. I didn't even know him. I went. He flew here to Arizona, and we went. He had to get some teeth work, some dental work done, and my girlfriend called and said, "I have a friend who needs somebody to take him there." And I'm like, okay. So we went, and we had such a fantastic time, and we're like good friends, and I love him. And
I love that.
and we sat on the beach, and I told him all about my story.
Mm-hmm.
And he said to me, "Wendy, I'm going to send you right now. I'm going to send you a month's worth of product because I know that I'm going to be able to help you." And here I am.
And I love that. And you know what's sad is to think of all those years. A lot of us do that. Especially us women have kids and other things you're doing, work, a lot of different things. You tend to put yourself to the side and you deal with any issues you might have, and you don't take care of it. I talk about, my lungs, which are horrible, but I had a little cough for a while that I ignored. And had I gotten on that then, I'd have much better. How sad to think, 40 years you've been on antidepressants and struggling with some of those issues, I'm sure. And I'm not sure antidepressants do a lot for your mood, except to maybe, and listen, I'm not one to say get off them, be on them. I'm just talking about experience, and things I know, but it kind of numbs a person.
It does.
Yes. And, that's a hard way to kind of go through life. So I'm super happy when Kurt told me about your testimony, and you just sent me a few things talking about how much it has affected your life. I love that. And I'm super because I think so many people just go through this every day, especially gut issues, and just deal with a bad stomach. I've never had stomach issues, but so many people now, we have these products say, "Oh my gosh, my stomach is always," and it's like, wow, people deal with these issues on a daily basis, and it's miserable.
Yeah. So, all of my people that I've signed up, everybody's raving. Everybody's doing really well. Even people that didn't really have like any type of, bathroom issues, or, they say, "Oh, I don't have an issue there." They've come back to me and said, "Wow, like it looks different, right? Like my poop looks different." Sorry, everybody, but I'm going to talk about
supposed
poop.
to look a certain way, and there are a lot of interesting studies out there that tell you, what you're supposed to do to get that. But honestly, you have to talk about these issues. And having Tom on in a couple of weeks, we're kind of going to get into that. And people ask him all the time. In fact, when we were in Australia last, someone came up to him and I was standing there, and she's like, "Tom, I need help with my poop." I remember he looked at me and we started laughing. But listen, this is everybody's everyday life. And we've had products that we've kind of used in those ways, and they've helped. But these products directly address these issues, and I love it. You have to talk about it,
Yes. I talk to everybody about it.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad
we're talking about that.
Yeah. Well, good. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate coming on the call today. And I'm not sure if Miss Jenny is on still. If she is, I was going to ask her to unmute herself. I think she said she had to get off, but she's another one talking to her this week who just said, these products have completely changed the way my health is. And I love to hear that. I love products that do that. We have so many of them. Age, Triangle, Bring Vitality. I can't really just say a few. We have so many, but these products have been a great addition to our product line, in my opinion. I think people are absolutely loving it, Carmel. I'm so happy for Wendy. So yes, and happy for anybody else who's taking them, having some great results as well, because it sounds like there are lots of you. Hopefully you guys are just getting your products and taking them. It'll be maybe a few weeks or a month before you guys start to have some results as well. I know I've got some emails from some of you who say you're just barely getting your products and trying them. So I can't wait to get some testimonials for you. And that's one thing I'd like to do on part of our call as we refine it, is to have a distributor get on and do a testimonial each call that we have. So there's a lot of you guys that have great story, and I would love you guys to share it. So with that, guys, like I say, in 2 weeks, I didn't even look at the calendar on this one. Let me look in case somebody can see it. We're going to have Tom Mower Jr. on. Like I say, there's so many positive stories about these products. I want him to kind of go back through. We're still having a lot of people on our weight loss challenges and just those first of the year commitments, loving these products. And I want him to kind of circle back and talk to us about that. So I think it's March 1st. If I'm wrong, let me know. But March 1st, I'll start putting some.
Leisel, it's the 8th.
Oh, let me look.
March 8th.
Oh, March 1st is a week. Thanks, Sandy. March 8th. March 8th, Saturday, March 8th. Thank you, Sandy. Like I said, we'll have Tom. There was a call with Tom and Thomas and Caden. I think one of them might be out of town, but I'd love for those three to get on our call as well and kind of replicate that call. There's a few of you distributors who were able to see that and loved it. And I'd like to have those three on, kind of talk about the formulation of some of these products. I think you guys would love that. Unfortunately, for the time that they do get on and do those calls, many of you are not able to get on. So I talked to him about getting on and doing that for us, and he said he'd love to do it. So just getting those three schedules at the same time might be a little work, but we'll do it. But March 8th, guys, we'll see you back here. We'll have Tom on. And if you have any testimonials of the products that you're using from that time till then, let me know, and I would love to hear from it. I'll be on the call as well. Have a great weekend, everybody, and thanks for joining us. Special thank you, Wendy, for being on the call today and letting us know your experience with these products.